everyone, welcome back.
How are you?
Me or them?
How are you? No, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Good. Me too.
You just took a nap, though.
Yeah, like a 45-minute nap.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm not a nap person.
Well, like I said, I'm busy today, man. And like
Man.
everybody's sick. So I'm probably still having like a cold right here. It's like not fully, you know what I mean? From just
Yeah.
everybody.
I heard that the thing is going around.
It is. No one to bring me chicken noodle soup. I was like, what soup do people bring? No one to bring me soup though.
Well, so what do you want to ask me today?
That was a perfect leeway. I was guiding you into saying the topic of today.
Oh, relationships.
No one.
Oh, yes, I get it now. Yeah. Well, no one's here to bring me soup either, so unless he Uber Eats it, which he could.
Well, and why is there no one to bring you soup?
Oh, well, my boyfriend travels a lot for work, and I got called arm candy this weekend, so that's what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I want to be known for, Sarah. I want to be an arm candy businessman.
An arm candy businessman.
That'd be
You
kind of a
are.
cool title.
How long have you and your boyfriend been together?
It was a year in September, so a year and a month.
And you guys have lived together for pretty much all of it, really?
Yeah, we moved in after 3 months. Little get it done.
Now, I know this about some couples, and I don't know if this pertains to the gay community as well, but I know that, like, with the term a lesbian U-Haul, is that something that is pertinent to the gay community as well?
Not as bad, but you're on the right track. Like, it's a stereotype, but we all know stereotypes are not typical in all cases, but it is known that lesbians move quick, gays move not as quick, but quick-ish, and then straight people just drag their feet for years.
I was gonna say, do you think it's because, like, the person that you're dealing with thinks the same way as you, so it's kind of just like, listen, because not like, obviously not everybody thinks the same way, but like women tend to, like, you know, I heard that in the lesbian relationships, there's a lot of talking, right? Because like women love to talk about how we feel, and like with two men, it can kind of be like, I like you too. You know what I mean? Like that's how I imagine it. Do you think that could be a reason why straight couples?
Yeah, probably. I also heard that the motherly instinct gets pulled into play, and they just want to take care of the other person, and it's easier to do like when you live with them.
I believe that. Why do you think straight couples drag their feet so much? Tell me what's wrong with me being straight.
Oh my God, we only have 10 minutes, Sarah. I'm just kidding. But just like, I don't know, in general, that's a good question. I've never really thought about like the differences.
See? Stick with me, kid.
Yeah, I feel like when you date the same sex, it's easier to talk about how you feel. Maybe.
Sure.
That way then you feel more secure with them, and things move quicker. That's a guess.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's easier to relate to the person that you're dating if it's easier to relate for me to a man than a woman because I don't got those parts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is true.
So, like, what's your current status with dating? I know we talk about it a lot.
Yeah, I am single and not ready to mingle. I'm not ready.
That should be a shirt. You can make that a
It's
shirt.
to be a shirt that majority of people wear, because the majority of people that I run into are not ready to be dated. Um, I don't mean not ready. I mean like just not interested. Um, I've been single for like what amounts to like half of my life. I mean technically that's true, but I've been single for a while since my last boyfriend, and yeah, like it's just I've done the dating apps, I've done the dating websites, I've done the like just focus on myself, and I've done the like being crazy and like why won't it happen for me type of stuff. And now I'm just kind of at a place where I'm like I just like don't even want to care. Like I don't want to deal with. Now here's the thing. Some of I would say 70% of the why I'm not dating is because it's hurtful. Like guys do a lot of I think guys are mean, but like I know like there are some crazy and some mean women too. But I have dealt with a lot of guys who like will ghost you, or like just like I don't know, it's just like I feel like guys are not always honest, and it kind of just seems like a lot of work for low reward right now. So I'm just focusing on my business.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
But I also will say, so I saw a quote that I liked, and it was, I'm probably going to forget it already, but it's, we attract what we are ready for. And so, like, when I have not been at my best as a human person, I've attracted low end or guys that, like, lie or, cheat or things like that, right? And I think that I'm in a transition period personally where, like, I personally am healthy and I'm pretty good emotionally and mentally and all those things. But if you were to lay me out on paper, the type of guy that I want, I would not match up with if you laid him out on paper. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Well, we always talk about you go on dates with guys that are different from the type of guy we see you with or something, right?
Yeah. Well, like, and so yeah, actually what it was this woman, so I'm religious, right? And this woman, she said, like, I prayed for this, and it was her with this beautiful man. And he's also known, like, he's an actor, and he's known for being, like, a good guy. And so someone was like, what was the prayer? And so she was, like, kind of described it, and she was like, I prayed for, like, all these things, right? Like, all these character traits. And she's like, and then I looked at myself, and I thought, if this man walked in and saw me today, would I be who he prayed for? And I wasn't. So I, like, started taking care of my, like, my bank account. I started taking care of my education. I started, like, taking care of my hair. I started taking care of, like, my, what's that thing that, my credit score, like, things like that.
I was like, your gas meter?
So yeah, like I'm actually just in I loved it because I was like, that describes exactly, like, my thought process for myself. Like, even if I were to attract the absolutely right guy for me, I wouldn't be able to, like, afford a wedding dress. I wouldn't be able to, like, probably, like, put my name on a house with him because I'm still working on, like, my credit. Like, there's so many things that.
But you gotta remember, you're straight, so you're gonna move slow.
Yeah,
Stereotypes.
Be with him for 8 years, so.
That's usually like the standard, I think.
I've only had 3 boyfriends in my entire life, and they were only, the longest one was 2 years. So I haven't been in relationships that long. How many boyfriends have you had? And girlfriends?
I've had 1 girlfriend, 2 years. 1 boyfriend for 2 years. I dated a guy for like a few weeks. And now Chris and I have been dating for a year and a month.
And how old are you again?
24.
You're so young. What is one piece of advice that you would give anybody who's watching this right now? Actually, you can give up to 3. Piece of advice you would give about relationships.
We should do single advice, relationship advice, and then like a random advice. How about that?
Okay. All right.
So if you're single, I say stop looking for it. It's gonna come to you. Like, I hate when people are like, I'm just looking for a boyfriend. I'm like, why are you looking? You know, I think me and you've talked about this before. Like when it happens, it happens. Relationship advice, communication is numero uno. Numero one is communication and honesty. And my random factoid advice would be do random romantic things, even if it doesn't seem appreciated.
Okay. My single advice would be, because it's very, very annoying when people, and no offense, are like younger than me and in relationships, and they're like, just like when I stop looking, and I'm like, well,
that's literally what I just said.
I know. Like when you said it, I just did like a little like smirk, because it's easy to say it if you're in a relationship or if you haven't been single for a very long time, right? Like I've been single now it'll be 7 years next month. So it's like
true. There's like the whole age thing that we can't get into, like TikTok,
right? And like the majority of people who tell me that, they're like 27 and they've been married for like 2 years, and I'm like, so my advice to someone who's single would be, do not allow other people to change who you are when it comes to relationships, because that's what results in the bitter 30-something-year-old woman, right? For in relationships, now I'm biased obviously, but I've seen so many of my friends in and out of relationships change who they are for their partner. So my suggestion would be, do not sacrifice who you are or what your goals are for someone else. Because if that person leaves you, or they die, or anything happens, you, like, where are you? You know what I mean? And then my last piece of advice would be, if you, pretty much any state you are, start with a pet. It's good for if you're single, to help you remember that others' feelings and presence is important, and if you're in a relationship, it's better than going straight to kids. So, that's it. Easy peasy.
Oh my god, I just did that. Okay, anyway, on that note, we are done. That might be getting chopped out. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.